A notification is an alert message to let you know you have an email or an app has been updated. They're much more powerful on the new iPad. Like most things on the iPad, you configure notifications within the settings screen. So let's go to settings, tap notifications, and you see three main sections. 1. Sort apps. 2. Apps in the notification center. And 3. Apps not in the notification center. The first, Sort Apps, offers two options, manually and by time. These control how items are displayed in the notification center. To access the notification center, tap on the time in the iPad's taskbar at the top of the screen and swipe down. The pane that sweeps down is the notification center, an area where you can see notifications that you've received. Not only can you see them, but you can also act on them. Just tap one and the app associated with the notification will launch, taking you to the item that triggered the notification, a calendar event or a reminder, for example. So in this case, let's tap Meeting. The Calendars app opens and it shows us that event. Go back to the home screen and swipe down once more to see the notification center. To remove a group of notifications, just tap the small X to the side of the category header and tap Clear. I'll tap on one of my notifications, Instacast. Tap the X, then Clear, and that entire entry disappears. To make the entire notification center disappear, just tap on the home screen or swipe up from the bottom of the pane. Back to notification settings. As I was saying, you can choose to sort the order notifications appear, either manually or by the time that they were received. To change the order that apps appear in the center when sorting manually, just tap Edit in the top right corner and then drag the drag handle next to the app. When you next view the notification center pane, all notifications will appear in the order that you specified. When you choose to sort by time, the most recent notifications appear at the top of the notification center. So let's go back to by time. You can configure how notifications are offered by tapping on each app within the notification center area. So tap an app and you find options for switching on and off notifications altogether with that app. So for example, tap on Calendars. I can switch it on and off altogether, and I can also choose the number of items that I'm going to show. By default you'll see 5 items, but you also have the option to see just 1 item, 10 items or 20 items. In the Alerts Style area, you can choose what alerts look like when they're received. If you don't want alerts to appear at all when received, select None. If you'd like to see a banner, which appears for a short time at the top of the iPad screen, tap Banners. And if you'd like to view an alert that you must confirm, choose Alerts. Move back to Notifications. And in this case, let's choose Messages. Here we have 4 options. The badge app icon is for causing a round red icon with a number inside to appear in the top right corner of an app's icon, indicating the number of notifications received by that app. You may also see a sound option appear for some apps. For example, a game might make a sound when it's your move, or a Twitter client might chirp if you receive a tweet that's addressed to your username. Most of the time I turn this option off, as there's nothing more distracting than an audio alert going off in the middle of the night when you've fallen asleep with your iPad next to you. In some cases, such as in Messages, you have the option to show preview. If I receive an iMessage, it will pop up and show me a little snippet of that message, and at that point I can choose to answer or not. Messages also has a repeat alert option. This is set by default at once, but tap that option and it shows you that you can have twice, 3 times, 5 times or 10 times. This is particularly useful for messages because sometimes we miss a message when it comes in, and having it repeat every so often is a good idea so that we notice that it's happened. View in lock screen is for exactly that. That instructs that app's alerts to appear on the iPad screen when you awaken it, but before you've unlocked it by swiping the slide to unlock switch. Back into the notification screen. At the bottom of the screen is a list of all the apps capable of receiving notifications that don't currently have notifications switched on. To enable notifications for one of these apps, just tap the app and configure the options we've just examined. Back to the home screen and see what a notification looks like. Here is an iMessage. There it is. We see the banner alerts and we see a badge up in the right corner of messages. Respond to it just by tapping on messages, view it, and now when you go back to the home screen, you'll see that badge disappears because I've looked at the message. Now let's take a look at a message in Notification Centre. Here comes another message. Look at it in Notification Centre by swiping down. There it is. And to reply to it, I can simply tap on it in Notification Centre. Back to the home screen, and now I'm going to lock the iPad to show you how it looks on the lock screen. Another message has come in. To reply to it, we don't have to slide to unlock the screen. All we have to do is slide on the notification itself, and there it is. So that's notifications. Consider yourself notified.